Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I'm Hasham. So far, 7 problems I have completed on valuation of perquisite and particularly rent-free accommodation. In the last video, 7 problems I have explained. In this problem, from 8th problem till the end, all the problems will be completed in this video. If you want the perfect knowledge, don't depend only on problems. Be perfect on the provisions given by Income Tax Act 1961. Then only easily you can solve the problem. So all the problems dependent on theory. So if you have not watched the theory, I suggest you go to the playlist of my channel. Select the subject income tax for the assessment year 22-23. Take out the videos. Watch the videos on perquisite. What are perquisite? What are the different types of perquisite? What are the provisions of Income Tax Act regarding the valuation of perquisite? Then only you can be able to understand the problems. Now, before starting the 8th problem, I expect my viewers to have a printout of the problems which I have given in the link under my description. Always keep it ready. Take the screenshot of the answers of all these problems. Then I'll explain everything in detail. Now, see the 8th one. Sri John's salary particulars for the month in rupees are as follows. Basic pay 11,500. These are the monthly payments. Basic pay 11,500, DA 8,000. It is not given that DA is entering for retirement benefit. So for calculating the value of the perquisite, we should not take the DA. Entertainment allowance is fully taxable. He is provided with a rent-free accommodation and the cost of the furniture provided is 30,000. That means not only accommodation but also furniture is also given. The furnished house, 10% of the cost of furniture will be added. Municipal rental value we don't require. Actual rental value don't require. Government rental value, the rental value which is fixed by the government, that should be considered. Compute the value of rent-free accommodation in case of the following situations. A, B, C, 3 situations are given. First I am reading out A situation. If he is working in a state government department and the accommodation is provided in a city where the population is 14 lakh. First of all, if the SSC is a government employee, then the rent fixed by the government is the value of the perquisite. We don't require any other information like municipal rental value, fair rental value or population of the city. Population of the city where accommodation is given, not required. That is required only for non-government employees. For government employees, rent fixed by the government is the value of the perquisite. Now see here. If the SSC is working in a state government department and the accommodation is provided in a city where the population is 14 lakh, we don't require this population. SSC is a government employee, hence rent fixed by the government is the value of the perquisite. The value of rent-free unfurnished accommodation. What is the rental value fixed by the government? It is given 5,000 per month. So 5,000 per month into 12, you will get 60,000. So 60,000 is the value of rent-free unfurnished accommodation. To this we add 10% of the cost of furniture provided. The cost of furniture provided is 30,000. 10% of 30,000, 3,000. So 63,000 is the value of rent-free furnished accommodation. First case finished. Now second case, if he is a non-government employee and the accommodation is provided in a city where the population is 5 lakh. SSC is a non-government employee. Now we have to see whether the accommodation is owned by the employee or hired by the employee. Here nothing is given. So we assume the accommodation is owned by the The accommodation is owned by the employer. In that case, we have to see the population of the city where the accommodation is given. The accommodation is given in a city where the population is 5 lakh. 5 lakh means it's a small town. Because up to 10 lakh, the value of the perquisite is 7.5%. Over 10 lakh up to 25 lakh, the value of the perquisite is 10%. Over 25 lakh population, value of the perquisite is 15%. So 3 values you have to remember: 7.5%, 10%, 15%. Here the population is 5 lakh, small town, less than 10 lakh. So value of the perquisite is 7.5% of salary. but we need salary. Salary means basic plus bonus plus fees plus commission plus all taxable allowances except DA. DA will be included only if it enters for retirement benefit, plus any monetary benefit given by the employer to the employee, plus income tax or professional tax paid or reimbursed by the employer. That's all. This is the definition of the term salary for RFA. But in our problem, we are having only two: basic salary and entertainment allowance, fully taxable. Whereas DA is not entering for retirement benefits, so we are not going to take, right? So salary 11,500 into 12, 1,38,000. EA 3,000 into 12, 36,000. Total salary 1,74,000. Accommodation is owned by the employer and provided in a small city, so the value of the perquisite is 7.5% of salary. So 7.5% of 1,74,000, you will get 13,050. So 13,050 is the value of rent-free unfurnished accommodation. To this add 10% of the cost of furniture. 10% of 30,000, 3,000. Take the total 16,050. That is the value of rent-free furnished accommodation. Now, third and last case. If he is a non-government employee, just like the second case, and is provided accommodation in a city where the population is 29.5 lakh. The population is more than 25 lakh. So, it's a big city. The value of the perquisite is 15% of salary. All these provisions I have explained in the theory video. That's why again and again I am saying problems are based on the provisions. And one more thing, always keep a notebook, calculator, pen ready while watching the video. Whatever provisions I am explaining, note it down. Don't simply watch the video, listen to the video, you'll forget it. So if you want the perfect knowledge, always make a note of the lecture which I am giving. So it's a big town. So 15% of salary is the value of the perquisite. Salary already we have calculated 1,74,000. So 15% of 1,74,000 to 26,100. This is the value of rent-free unfurnished accommodation. To this we add 10% of the cost of furniture. 10% of 30,000, 3,000, 29,100. So in this problem, we have not considered the DA because DA is not entering for retirement benefit. Apart from that, municipal rental value, fair rental value not required. Government rental value be required. That we have taken here. That's it. So these are the problems on RFA, rent-free accommodation. The remaining problems are on interest-free loan or loan given at a concessional rate by the employer to the employee. Now, see the ninth problem. Compute the value of perquisite for interest-free loan taken by the employee from the employer. Employer has given interest-free loan. He availed a housing loan of 10 lakh. First case. The outstanding amount of loan is 6,80,000. Second, he availed medical loan for the prescribed ailment in an approved hospital for the treatment of his wife, 7 lakh. Third one, he availed a car loan of rupees 3 lakh. Fourth, he availed a cloth loan of rupees 10,000 and educational loan for rupees 4,000. Interest rate charged by SBI, State Bank of India, housing loan 7%, education loan 10.55%, personal loan 12.05% and car loan 9.3%. Actually, when interest-free loan is given by the employer to the employee, it is a taxable perquisite to all employees. For everybody, it is taxable. So, what is the value of the perquisite? Income Tax Act says the interest rate charged by SBI. That will be the value of the perquisite, right? So, in this case, the rates prescribed by SBI are given. So here perquisite for interest-free loan. This is the problem. Interest rates charged by SBI. It is given in the problem. No need to remember. In examination, the problem will specify. So housing loan 7%, education loan 10.55, personal loan 12.05, car loan 9.3. That is given. Now one by one we will attempt. Availed a housing loan of 10 lakh, but the amount outstanding is 7,80,000. Loan taken 10 lakh, but already repaid 3,20,000. The remaining balance 6,80,000 is remaining, not repaid. So Income Tax Act says the interest will be calculated on the remaining amount, not the total loan amount. The remaining amount is 6,80,000. For what purpose he has taken the loan? For housing purpose. What is the rate specified by SBI for housing loan? 7%. So 6,80,000 into 7%, 47,600. This is the value of the perquisite. First case completed. Second, availed medical loan for the prescribed ailment in an approved hospital for the treatment of his wife, 7 lakh. Previous video I have explained you in detail. If an employee has obtained a interest-free loan from the employer for treatment of a prescribed ailment which is prescribed by Income Tax Act in a recognized hospital, in an approved hospital, then it is interest-free loan. That means no, it is tax-free loan, sorry. It is tax-free loan. No tax will be charged on this loan because the loan is taken for medical purpose, for specified diseases, and the treatment is done in an approved hospital. So the value of the perquisite in the hands of employee is nil, no tax. Then availed a car loan of 3 lakh. The employee has taken 3 lakh rupees car loan, interest free from the employer. Income Tax Act says it's a taxable perquisite. How much is the loan amount? 3 lakh. What is the rate of interest car loan by SBI? 9.3%. So 3 lakh into 9.3%, 27,900 is the value of the perquisite. Next case, availed a cloth loan 10,000 and educational loan 40,000. Not 40,000, it is 4,000. It is 4,000. Printing mistake is there. Now, availed a cloth loan of 10,000 and educational loan of 4,000. If you made the aggregate of these loans, it is coming to 14,000. 10 plus 4, 14. But Income Tax Act says if an employee has taken the loan aggregating total 20,000 during a particular year, it is called petty loan. It is tax free. No income tax will be charged on this interest free loan whose total aggregate amount is less than 20,000, up to 20,000. If the loan is taken more than 20,000, it is a taxable perquisite. So here, since the aggregate amount of the loan is below 20,000, so it is considered as petty loan, so the value of the perquisite is nil. Total aggregate loan amount is below 20,000, then the value of the perquisite is nil. Right? Next. Next problem is Mr. Hari Shankar. Mr. Hari Shankar. Mr. Hari Shankar is working in a limited company. During the previous year relevant to the current assessment year, he took a housing loan of 5 lakh at the rate of 5%. Mr. Shankar is an employee. He is working in a company, and during the previous year he has taken a housing loan from the employer, 5 lakh rupees. But the employer is charging interest at the rate of 5%. Whereas the entire amount is still outstanding, not repaid. Interest charged by SBI is 7%. On housing loan, interest charged by SBI is 7%. Whereas the employer is charging from the employee 5%. That means employee has got the loan at a concessional rate, not interest free. Employer is charging the interest, but a lower rate of interest, only 5%. Whereas SBI is charging 7%. So how much concession he is getting? 2% concession he is getting. So it is called loan taken at a concession from the employer. It is a taxable perquisite. Whatever is the concession, on that concession we will calculate the interest. Mr. Hari Shankar, interest charged by SBI on housing loan 7%, amount of housing loan 5 lakh, interest rate paid by the employer, paid by the employee to employer 5%. So concession in interest rate 7 minus 5, 2%. So finally, what is the value of the perquisite at concessional rate? 5 lakh into 2%, 10,000. That's all. Now 11th problem. Mr. Bola Shankar is working in Andhra Bank and he availed a housing loan of rupees 37,50,000 at the rate of 5.5%. The outstanding amount is 13,50,000. Actually, he has taken the loan for 37,50,000. But During the year already he has repaid the amount. Outstanding loan amount is 13,50,000. On 13,50,000 we have to calculate the interest. Interest charged by SBI is 7%. Again concessional rate. SBI rate 7%, whereas employer has charged 5.5%. So 7 minus 5.5, that is the concession he is getting. That concessional rate we have to apply on 13,50,000. We'll get the value of the perquisite. So Mr. Bola Shankar, interest charged by SBI 7%, interest charged by employer 5.5. So concession is 1.5%. So value of the perquisite is 13,50,000 into 1.5%, 20,250. That's it. Next one, 12th one. Mr. Kalyan Singh is working in a limited company for the last 18 years. Loan of 78 lakh rupees at the rate of 3% is granted for purchasing a housing loan from the employer. Calculate the value of the perquisite in the following three situations. Here, the employee, Mr. Kalyan Singh, he has taken a loan of 78 lakh from the employer at 3%. Housing loan he has taken from the employer. Employer is charging 3%. Whereas, what is the rate of interest charged by SBI? 7.35%. It is given, specified in the problem. Last line. Interest charged by SBI 7.35. How much interest charged by the employer? 3%. So 7.35 minus 3. That is the concession interest. Now A. If the loan is granted to Mr. Kalyan Singh. B. If the loan is granted to Kalyan Singh's son. And C. If the loan is granted to Kalyan Singh's friend. So three different situations. We have to calculate how much is the value of perquisite in the hands of Kalyan Singh. Now, Mr. Kalyan Singh. If the loan is granted to Kalyan Singh, concession in interest rate 7.35 minus 3, 4.35. 7.35 interest charged by SBI. And 3% is the interest charged by the employer. So concession 4.35. Value of perquisite 78 lakh into 4.35, 3,39,300. This is the value of the perquisite taxable in the hands of Kalyan Singh. Second case, if the loan is given to Kalyan Singh's son, son is a family member. The perquisite is taxable if the loan is given to the SSC, employee or employee's family member. So son is a family member. So again, the amount is taxable. The value of perquisite is taxable in the hands of Kalyan Singh. Same case, A and B. The perquisite value is same, that is 3,39,300, whether the loan is given to Kalyan Singh or to his son, because son is a family member. Third, if the loan is granted to Kalyan Singh's friend, in that case, Kalyan Singh is not liable. Because friend is not a family member. Friend will not be considered as a family member. The value of perquisite is taxable only if the loan is given either to the employee or their family members. Friend is not a family member. So, it is not the value of perquisite taxable in the hands of Kalyan Singh, since the friend is not a family member. Now, 13th problem. Last and final. Calculate the value of the perquisite in the following situation if the loan amount is given by the employer. So, different situations. First, 1,50,000 for purchasing gold ornaments. Employee is purchasing gold ornaments. So, for that purpose, he has taken a loan from employer. 1,50,000. Second, 2 lakh rupees at the rate of 8% for purchasing furniture. The employee wants to purchase the furniture. For that purpose, loan taken from employer 2 lakh. And employer is charging 8%. That means concessional rate. Third, 3,50,000 for purchasing the car. The employee is taking 3,50,000 for purchasing a car, interest free. Rupees 1 lakh at the rate of 10% for medical treatment of an approved disease. Already I told you, if the employee has taken a medical loan from the employee for approved disease, it's a tax-free perquisite, not taxable. 2,50,000 interest-free loan for daughter's marriage. Again, it is taxable perquisite. Repairs to house 3,60,000, taxable. Totally 6. Interest charged by SBI for personal loan 12.05%, car loan 9.8%. The information given regarding interest charged by SBI. Now, first one, Interest charged by SBI, personal loan 12.05, car loan 9.8. That is given in the problem. One by one we'll discuss. First, loan for purchasing the gold ornament 1,50,000. This is taxable value of the perquisite. Interest charged for personal loan will be applied. Because he has taken the loan for purchasing gold ornament. It's a personal use. So Income Tax Act says the rate of interest charge for personal loan that will be applied. What is the personal loan? 12.05. So 1,50,000 into 12.05%, you will get 18,075. That's first case completed. Second, loan for purchasing furniture of rupees 2 lakh at the rate of 8%. Loan taken for the purpose of purchasing furniture, again it is a personal loan. Personal loan SBI rate 12.05, but the employer is charging 8%. So concession. 12.05 minus 8, 4.05%, this is the concession. So value of perquisite 2 lakh into 4.05%, 8,100. 2 cases completed. Third case, loan of 3,50,000 for purchasing a car, interest-free loan taken from the employer for purchasing a car. So what is the rate of interest charge for car loan? 9.8%. So 3,50,000 into 9.8%, 34,300. 3 cases completed. Fourth case, loan of rupees 1 lakh at 10% for medical treatment of an approved disease. Here he got the loan at an interest, but the value of the perquisite is nil because the loan is taken for medical treatment for an approved disease. In that case, value of perquisite is nil. Next, loan of 2,50,000 for daughter's marriage. When a loan is taken by the employee from the employer for daughter's marriage, it's a personal loan. So again, what is the rate of interest for personal loan? 12.05%. So value of perquisite 2,50,000 into 12.05, 30,125. That's all. Last and final case, loan of how much? 3,60,000. 3,60,000 for repairing the house. For repairing the house, it's a personal loan. Purchasing the house is a housing loan. If the employee is purchasing a new house and a loan taken, it is called a housing loan. But when for repairing the house loan is taken, it's a personal loan. So 3,60,000 into 12.05%, 43,380. This is the value of the perquisite. So we have completed all the problems on valuation of perquisites in this video. Next video we have to start the new topic called retirement benefits. At the time of retirement, what are the benefits will be given, that I'll explain in the next video. So if you are satisfied, give a like to the video, share my channel among your friends, among your group, so that more students can watch the video and enhance the knowledge. And do subscribe my channel by the super thanks which is given below my video. Inshallah, we'll continue the next topic in the next video.